and Play Fly Sports. Auburn baseball is on the air. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
Auburn meandered through the middle innings last night before getting a boost from the bullpen and late-inning offensive heroics. Ike Irish's bases-loaded bash gave the Tigers a walk-off victory over Troy. Tonight, the Tigers move out of the bushes and into the path of a pride of confident, hungry Lions. North Alabama is in town and looking to build on their best start in nearly a decade. Hello, everyone, in War Eagle. Welcome to another afternoon of Auburn Tiger baseball at Plainsman Park. I'm Brad Law. Jason Caldwell joins at game time. Carson Meyer is in the Auburn Network studios. We're just getting started on a chilly day. When we come back, Butch Thompson talks about the freshmen on the mound and the need to carry over the spirit from last night into today's game. That's when the leadoff show continues in a moment.
When the road beckons, answer the call. Head to RV Roadway, the new and used RV sales centers of Alabama in Opelika and Calera. Family owned and operated. RV Roadway was built on quality and selection with 35 plus top lines, from teardrop RVs all the way down to destination trailers. The RV you're road ready for. With 2 Alabama locations, Opelika and Calera. Take life on the road with RV Roadway.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu, or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika, or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
War Eagle, this is Coach Bruce Pearl. If you want the latest on Auburn basketball and the SEC, keep it locked right here on Auburn Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 1067. The only place you can get 7 straight hours of local sports talk, starting with the Max Roundtable at 11 a.m., on the line with Jacob Goins at 2, followed by The Drive with Bill Cameron and Dan Peck at 4. ESPN 1067. Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with our exclusive pregame conversation with head coach Butch Thompson.
What a blessing to get to be back in this place for another game 20 hours after the last one just ended. It's a little bit of a grind, but it's week one, and it's what you do. So we're happy to be back out here.
It's baseball. We're thankful and excited to be right back out here for sure.
All right. Thoughts, just kind of final thoughts on last night's game, and particularly carrying the competitive spirit and the fight kind of from the end of the game last night and rallying offensively to today's ball game.
Yeah, Troy brought it out of us, and it was great. And it's a good ball club, and that's what you want. And that's what our fans want. And this Plainsman Park, that's what we want games like that to remember in here. Fabian's big swing. They didn't make a couple plays. Fabian gets one big swing off and helps us get to that 4 spot, and they absolutely reeled us straight back in. I think Myers got them out a certain way in the first inning, come back out the second inning, they move positions in the box and just absolutely go to work. Good hitting ball club. There's some tough intermittent plays, maybe it's short and right field that if we can make, we can control the inning, and that's how hopefully we grow. But, man, we surrendered the lead immediately, to their credit. And then, I looked up in the third inning, they got 9 hits. I look at the end of the game, they still have 9 hits. And, Tilly and Johnston gave us a chance to win that ball game. Fabian got us on the board and helped us secure a big inning. And then I just thought we were competitive to pick up a couple of runs, get back in the ball game. Jackson Sanders continues to grow and got a second outing already in 4 games. But when I say they break out the spirit, it just got us engaged in the ball game. And that's what I've been clamoring for. And regardless of result last night, I would have been pretty happy because I've been wanting to see that out of our ball club. And then, We talk about run hard as you can till the defense stops you. In the ninth inning, dadgummit shows up game 4, and we get all the way to third instead of maybe checking up at second. And because we get all the way at third, we wind up getting 2 intentional walks, and we get, traditionally the last couple of years, arguably our best hitter to the plate. And we're able to get a win and walk them off.
Now today against North Alabama, you got Alvarez going on the mound for you, one of several youngsters, freshmen that are in there and hungry. What do you tell him? What do you expect out of him today?
Yeah, just hopefully some momentum. You're either trying to get momentum or you're either trying to get it or keep it, one of the two. And, he's got Chatterton's example, and, we got the example from Jet Johnson. That's his first appearance ever for us last night. Just kind of find some of that momentum and rhythm. But do what you're prepared to do. It's simple, and I'd love to see him get on a roll today and absolutely come out here and give us a good start. It's a Wednesday, but I think this kid's talented to pitch any day of the week. He gets an opportunity and a chance to show us that today.
Those who have been at the ballpark or have listened to us, we've talked about Coach Nonemaker being at third base. That's been a change. Talk about these first few games with Gabe with you in the dugout when Auburn is batting.
Well, anybody that's played on a team, been part of an organization, you've been there for multiple years, you're always, if you're leading it, you're just looking for all right, this locker room's different this year than it was last year. And if you feel like you ever had a deficit here and you got to make a change, and this one is all about offense and how can we create the best offense. We talk about building a ball club. We talk about building as close to home plate as we can. Me and the hitters, I think, can thrive off of and have more production, and I can communicate better and he can communicate better to our hitters if he's right there beside us. And so and the logical thing was to put him there for this ball club was a decision. Get Carl right there. And now we got players. They got opportunities to grow. If you'll probably see Guevara down there now with the hamstring to keep him in the frame and engaged. And I think you've seen Andrew Dutton down there a lot. A guy that's ready to go in the ball game, but if it's not his time right now to be on the field, that can keep him part of the game, part of the deal. So, nothing magical. Gabe's a great third base coach. Carl had done it before. It's a selfless move. What's best for this offense and for this team. And so this just didn't happen in the fall. When we got back in January, this is how we've been every day. So if you haven't been out here from January 13th on, it might be new to you. If you've been around and watching, this is how we've run since January 13th.
Real quick, what do you see from this North Alabama squad in here today?
A gritty. Hey, man, they won 2 out of 3 against Army, just a couple of good wins. We played them a couple of years ago in Jad's first year as a head coach. He come from the north down to North Alabama, and it looks, from my vantage point, that steady growth of building a program. So that it looked like a first-year program, him getting it together, but everywhere he's been, he's won. And he started this season winning. They got up early and dodged the snow and the ice, I think, to get out and make this trek. So I expect every bit of what we've seen with the first 2 clubs. I think North Alabama will have some of those pieces. Different than last night. If you're watching close, I think we're expecting more like 6 righties instead of 6 lefties. And we're seeing a lefty on the mound that we only have video from 2 years ago. This is his first college appearance. So we're going off of like travel ball video. That's how limited it is this time of year. I think we both can agree sitting here talking that can we just keep picking up where we left off last night? Can we keep the competitive spirit of playing the game the way if we work this hard to try to get there, how long can we squeeze the juice out of this thing?
Look forward to watching them this afternoon. Coach, all the best. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated, usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union, homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Russell Building Supply is your hometown home improvement store. You'll find what you need when you need it. And as a Russell Rewards member, you'll be in the know about monthly specials and exclusive offers. Russell Building Supply, East University in Auburn, across from Cary Creek Publix.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
What's going on, everybody? Jacob Goins here, host of On the Line on ESPN 1067. It's the show that tells you like it is and holds nothing back, and you better believe that I mean it. When we're talking about Auburn athletics plus the biggest sports topics in the country, give me a call 2 to 4 p.m. each weekday to be on the line and tell me what you have to say about the hottest topics in sports. That's On the Line from 2 to 4 p.m. here on the Auburn Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 1067.
We're counting it down to first pitch. Time for the Yellowwood starting lineups, presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
We'll start with North Alabama. The Lions are coached by Jad Prakniak. Jonathan Lane, the second baseman, is at the top of the order. The left fielder, Nash Rippon, bats second. Batting third in center field, it's Alex Wade. Wes Walker is the DH and the cleanup man. Matthew Delgado catches and bats fifth. Petey Kraska plays first base and bats sixth. Hitting seventh at third base is Jackson Ferrigno. R.J. Sherwood in right field hits eighth. And Leighton Jenkins, the shortstop, rounds out the order. Again, for the visiting Lions, it's Lane, Rippon, Wade, Walker, Delgado, Kraska, Ferrigno, Sherwood, and Jenkins. Now for your Auburn Tigers at 3-1 after last night's walk-off win over the Troy Trojans. Bristol Carter is in left field. He leads it off. Cade Ballou in center bats second. And Ike Irish in right bats third. So the three outfielders at the top of the order. Then the first baseman, Cooper McMurray, bats cleanup. Derek Fabian, the shortstop, hits sixth. Chase Freilich catches again today for the Tigers. He will bat sixth. Fabian fifth. Freilich sixth. Eric Snow gets the call at third base tonight. He'll bat seventh. Bub Terrell is the DH. He will bat eighth. And rounding out the order, starting for a second time this year at second base, it's freshman Chris Rembert. Again, for the Tigers, it's Carter, Ballou, Irish, McMurray, Fabian, Freilich, Snow, Terrell, and Rembert. Getting set for first pitch, we'll tell you about the Auburn starter. Get this game underway when we come back to Plainsman Park. That's when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Since Auburn Bank opened in 1907, we've been tested by world wars, pandemics, and plenty of troubled times. Through it all, we've not only survived, but thrived by staying true to our core values of sound money management and putting our customers first. And just as surely as more challenges will come, we'll meet them the way we always have, with your confidence and our experience. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
When hiring an attorney, experience matters. I am Deborah Mitchell, a registered nurse and an attorney. At Grossman Law Firm, we have over 40 years of combined experience in the medical and legal fields, helping those get Social Security disability benefits. For over 20 years, my staff and I have helped thousands of claimants get the benefits they deserve. Give us a call today for a free consultation and let us help you.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services performed by this attorney are better than those performed by other attorneys.
When the road beckons, answer the call. Head to RV Roadway, the new and used RV sales centers of Alabama in Opelika and Calera. Family owned and operated. RV Roadway was built on quality and selection with 35 plus top lines, from teardrop RVs all the way down to destination trailers. The RV you're road ready for. With 2 Alabama locations, Opelika and Calera. Take life on the road with RV Roadway.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Cook's Pest Control, keeping your home and business safe from pests and termites since 1928. And by Alabama Power, proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Just a couple of minutes away from first pitch here at Plainsman Park alongside Jason Caldwell. I'm Brad Law. North Alabama will send Lane, Rippon, and Wade to the plate to get things going against this Auburn defense. It's Bristol Carter in left, Cade Ballou in center, Ike Irish in right. On the infield, Eric Snow is at third, Derek Fabian at short, Chris Rimbert at second, Cooper McMurray at first base. Chase Fralick does the catching, and Andreas Alvarez gets his first start, his Auburn debut. It's opening day for him. He was a top 300 player in the class. Perfect Game rated him the number 8 right-handed pitcher in the state of Florida. As a senior in high school, he was 10-1 with an earned run average of 1.23, pitched 74 innings, and struck out 111. So Alvarez getting his first start, 5'10", 192, a right-hander out of Seminole, Florida. Jason, early thoughts on what to expect out of Alvarez today?
Yeah, I had a chance to watch him probably 2 or 3 different times over the course of the past few months in scrimmage situations. Really good mix of pitches. This is a guy that can throw fastball, can throw slider, can throw change. I mean, he's a legit starting type pitcher, and I think that's why they've kept him in this midweek as opposed to kind of being a middle relief guy, because they feel like this guy has a future as a weekend starter. So power-packed guy. He's strong, physically built. He kind of reminds you a little bit of like a Tanner Burns in terms of build. Probably a little bit more off speed than Tanner was. Tanner was could throw the off speed, but he's a really big fastball guy. Alvarez guy's going to mix it up some, and be interesting to see how he does that, especially early on.
Thank you for being with us today, by the way.
Absolutely. Enjoy it.
I know fans are looking forward to it. I am too. It's going to be a lot of fun with JC in on with us on the call today. Hey, the first pitch weather forecast brought to you by Blue Moon. When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of their Belgian-style wheat ales crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try the new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon Non-Alcoholics. Check your local store for Blue Moon. Made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 48 degrees and cloudy. The temperature will fall into the low 40s by the time we're finished, and it'll be breezy, and as the night comes, the wind will pick up a little bit. First pitch of the ball game is hit into the air, into right center field. Little bloop. It'll get down in front of Ike Irish, who has to play it on a hop. No other choice for Ike there. Came in on the hands of Jonathan Lane, who just fisted it out there toward right field. It's a leadoff base hit on the first pitch of the game.
Yeah, not much you can do for that one if you're Alvarez. I mean, you throw the pitch exactly where you want it, saws it off, and that's an aluminum bat college baseball single right there, because if that's a wooden bat, that's a pop-up to second.
Left-handed hitting Nash Rippon is next. He's 3 for 10, 3 doubles. All 3 of his hits doubles on the season. The pitch missed a little bit up. 4-1. Runner at first, nobody out, just underway. Auburn wearing the navy tops and the white pants. The pitch is swung on and missed, 92. And Rippon went after, couldn't get it. 1-1 the count. Runner gets a short lead, throw over, and they chase back Lane. Nobody in the lineup for North Alabama has a stolen base this season. They went 2-1. They beat Army 2 out of 3. Lost the opener, won the next 2. And this is their only midweek game. There's a high fly ball to deep right center field. Everybody giving a look, but there'll be no play. That's a home run. Nash Rippon with his first home run of the season, and 2 batters into the ball game. North Alabama has a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, a good fastball, 93. We've seen all fastballs there, and it happens so many times. The lefty wheelhouse is down and in, and that fastball is down and in, and he golfed that baby out of here.
Sure did. Good swing, power hitter, and Rippon took it for a ride. 2-0 North Alabama, and as they did last night after the second inning, Auburn will need to come from behind here today. And it's a learning opportunity for Alvarez, too. Now the right-handed hitting Alex Wade stands in there. First pitch to him is swung on and missed. He took something off there, had Wade out in front.
Alex Wade, former Auburn Tiger. Alex was here, redshirted a couple years ago, and then played at Pearl River last year. So long long, athletic center fielder from Madison Academy. So a guy that Auburn obviously knows, and a little bit bigger than he was when he left.
A little bit closer to home. Took a pitch inside for ball one. Takes another inside for ball two. It's 2-1. Wade is 2 for 9. He has drawn 3 walks. He's driven in a run. It's a team that hit .216 against Army on the opening weekend. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball that was elevated. 93. And it's now 2-2. No doubt the adrenaline running strong for Alvarez right now. The freshman goes into the wind. He plants and deals. Swing and a miss. Got him with another high fastball. And Alvarez has his first college strikeout. Strikeout number 1, the K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. North Alabama struck out 20 times in that 3-game series. They hit only 2 home runs. Delgado and Kraska had 1 each. They lead here 2-0 on the 2-run shot by Nash Rippon. The first pitch to Wes Walker misses low for ball.
I think that you see something already. Alvarez starting to show some off speed, and it was pretty much strictly fastball those first 3 or 4 pitches. Gave up a couple of hits. Now he's mixing in the breaking stuff.
1-0. Didn't get the call on the inside edge. 2 balls, no strikes.
2 good pitches. Just barely missed the corner on both of those for Alvarez. Now you get behind. That's where you don't want to live.
Danny Cricks calling the balls and strikes today. Alvarez to the wind with 7 on the pitch clock. The 2-0. Swing and a miss and an off speed, and it's 2-1, and that's a savvy pitch there.
I think it's a straight change almost.
Yeah. Walker probably looking fastball. Thought he had him backed into a fastball count. And now it's 2-1. A few more options. Alvarez to the wind with pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. He's got him in between swings right now.
You can see the juice from Alvarez, though.
Yeah.
The change of speeds and then a 93 fastball that gets on you pretty quickly.
Here's the 2-2. Off speed, maybe the straight change again. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back punch outs for Alvarez.
Yeah, and I think, you're looking to go, now you mix those pitches in.
Yeah.
And you had a couple of guys that, hey, sit on the fastball early, and that's normally what a pitcher wants to do.
Yeah.
But he's gone and said, look, I'm going to go ahead and show you my repertoire right now and come back to kind of find a little bit of a groove.
It's almost like a quarterback who gets the first completed pass or first big hit.
Correct.
In a game.
Now I can settle in a little bit.
And in Alvarez's case, it was that big hit, the home run. And now he appears to have settled in with back-to-back batters. First pitch is a fastball high to Matthew Delgado. 4 for 8 against Army, a home run included, 2 driven in. He flies it to right center. Who wants it? Will it be Ballou? Yes, it is. Cutting in front of Irish, who makes the catch. And the inning is over. So a nice response from Alvarez after the leadoff single and home run. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Lions, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through half an inning. North Alabama 2, Auburn coming up.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moore's Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moore's Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moore's Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moore's Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moore's Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Hungry for a deal? Try one of the new dinner specials at Butcher Paper Barbecue, served Monday through Thursday from 2 to close. Kick off your week on Monday with our savory red beans and rice in a cup or a bowl. Tuesdays are all about sandwiches. Snag 2 regular pork or chicken sandwiches with large sides and drinks. Wednesdays are wing night. Choose 10 wings or 6 wings with a side. And to finish it off, Thursday, we're bringing back our barbecue nachos. Butcher Paper Barbecue, where your dinner plans get a flavor upgrade. Stop by and see us today.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
2-run home run on the second batter of the ballgame for North Alabama, so they've staked their pitcher to a 2-run lead as Auburn will send Carter Ballou and Irish to the plate to get it started here in the first inning. Defensively, Nash Rippon in left, Alex Wade in center, R.J. Sherwood in right. On the infield, it's Jackson Ferrigno at third, Leighton Jenkins at short, Jonathan Lane at second, Petey Kraska at first. Matthew Delgado does the catching. And Reese Young, an interesting pitcher, 6 feet, 210, a freshman from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. 300-plus career strikeouts in the high school ranks. 30-plus career wins in high school. He broke his school records for most career strikeouts and career wins. Also single-season strikeouts and wins. And just not a lot known about this guy.
No, and you look at him, and it's 85, 86. This is a kind of, and I hate to say it, crafty lefty a little bit. I think it's going to be fastball, change up, little break and stuff. I think you're going to try to lull Auburn to sleep a little bit, but you can tell productive. When you win that many games, you pitch that many innings. This is a guy that knows how to pitch. And often those are the guys during the midweeks that can be tough early on for you to time up.
That was exactly the point. How many midweek games have we seen with a guy, a left-handed starter, who doesn't blow you away with power, but he locates well, he pitches effectively. So we'll see how the Tigers handle him. Carter stands in, first pitch, right through there for a strike.
88. A little more juice, a little pumped up here in the first inning.
Carter 5 for 16. He's walked 3 times. He's driven in a run, and he's stolen 3 bases. And there's an off-speed pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. So Carter has watched a couple. North Alabama in gray jerseys, gray pants. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, no appeal. Pitch was high and away, and it's 1-2. Purple numerals and letters, purple hats, white UNA logo. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Young. Fly to left center. Wade is over from center to his right. He makes the catch. 1 down. Well, this first time through the order is almost as much data collection as anything else.
Especially when you have nothing to go on it. And, basically neither one of these teams kind of had anything to go on. But Alvarez, you get one swing on a fastball and you kind of get a bloop to go, and all of a sudden you get a chance to kind of build on something for Auburn. Yeah, you get something you really know nothing about this guy. Alvarez, perfect game. They probably knew a little bit more about him.
Here's Ballou, 6 for 14 on the season. That magical home run Friday night. Takes a big cut and an off-speed pitch. Comes up empty, 0-1. Started him with a chain.
Yeah, going to be a good mix of that early. He's not going to live with fastball early and try to let that other stuff ride. He's going to throw all that now.
The 0-1 to Ballou. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it'll make 86 feel like 89, 90, though, when you get a heavy dose of that breaking stuff.
It's always the key. That's the formula and has been for a long time. 1-1. Off the end of the bat, 1 hopped out to short. Little side spin. Jenkins gloves, throws. Close play. Ballou really got down the line in a hurry, but Jenkins threw him out. 2 down. Midweek home games all season long, $2 hot dogs and $5 16-ounce brews here at the ballpark. That's not a bad deal.
No, and you know what? We were talking about the crowd earlier. It's starting to fill in a little bit more, and you still got, almost 4 hours until basketball tonight. So I think you'll see more and more folks kind of show up here as you get closer to game time for basketball too.
Here's the pitch to Irish. Shows bunt, pulls it back. He wasn't going to bunt. Takes ball 1 outside.
You got a little shift, a 2-out shift. Ike's a guy that can go the other way, though. And, if he get a pitch the opposite field, we saw him go the opposite field the last swing last night. He could drive one down the left field line and get a stand-up double here easily.
Especially on something middle away.
Yeah, he'll go the other way.
Takes a ball low there. It's 2-0. Irish with a game-winning hit last night. He's 3 for 14 on the year. He's walked 3 times. He's driven in 3 runs. Young with a pitch clock down to 7. Goes into the wind. His 2-0 pitch. Off speed, missed high. 3-0.
If you're Auburn, you want to get a runner on base to see how the freshman handles that. To put a little pressure on here early.
3 balls, no strikes. Irish right up over on top of the plate in the pitch. Missed outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. It didn't miss by much, but it missed. And Irish is aboard with 2 down.
Interesting. Ike said his previous at-bat last night set up the last at-bat with the 8-pitch walk and kind of working it, and saw there patience again from him to get Cooper McMurray to the plate. And they are full-on shifting despite the fact that there's no count.
Yeah. Yeah, right away. We've seen a lot of teams do that with 2 strikes. Fewer do it right away. McMurray is not as on top of the plate as we've seen him of late. He's backed up a little bit. Irish dancing around at first. Pitch to McMurray. He showed bunt, took a strike, 0-1. I mean, if he could make contact, you could walk to first.
You don't, and it doesn't have to be a perfect bunt. You just have to get it past the pitcher. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, the third baseman, Ferrigno, is playing where the shortstop usually plays. Everybody else on the infield on the right side in that shift. And now the 0-1 from Young on the outside corner for strike 2. Threw the fastball and hit his spot. And now Young is out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. McMurray has a homer, 3 doubles. He's driven in 5. The 0-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Delgado didn't move his mitt much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfielders shift a little bit toward the left. Still a lot of room on the left side. Here's the 1-2. It bounced up there. Irish almost. He thought about going to second. Decided to stay put. It didn't squirt far enough away from Delgado.
Yeah, it's, again, heavy dose of off-speed stuff to these 2 lefties here. And, yeah, both these guys do a pretty good job of kind of hitting left-handed pitching and staying back, and that's going to be a key here. I'm going to be shocked if we try to sneak a fastball by him on the hands here. You don't want to let him extend his arms.
2-2 pitch. We'll have to wait. Young steps off. Auburn's done a lot of running through the first 4 games of the year, too. They have 12 stolen bases, been caught twice. So an average of 3 steals per game. Here's the 2-2 to McMurray. Missed outside, and the count is full. Cooper has been one of the best on the team each of his first 2 years at evaluating the strike zone. He doesn't swing it a lot outside the zone, especially away.
Yeah, see if he goes 3-2 breaking ball here and decides maybe doesn't want to challenge him with a fastball here.
Payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. How about that at bat by McMurray? He hung in there tough and worked the walk after falling behind 0-2. And Young has walked Irish and McMurray, and now Derek Fabian, who is 7 for 15 to start the season with a homer and 5 driven in.
And even the ones he has been out on, he's hit a couple of balls really hard. I think back to a line drive to third baseman a couple of days ago. He's been swinging it well right now, especially early in the season.
First pitch to Fabian. Low and inside, ball 1.
Lots and lots of sliders, from the lefty right now.
He could be in a spot where he could sit on a fastball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this guy's probably his best pitch is slider. He might stick with it, but he may have to throw one here soon.
1-0. Called strike. That was the slider there.
A hair up, but he got the call.
Sure did. 1-1. Runners lead from first and second. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. The pitch up and in. Straightened him up. 2-1. Fabian's home run last night, an opposite field shot. He sprayed it around the ballpark pretty good here to start the season. Young looks to second, now comes home. Off speed, hit on the ground, through right side. Opposite field base hit, Irish rounds third. The throw in will be cut off. Irish scores. It's an RBI single for Derek Fabian. He's hitting .500 for the year, and more importantly, he gets the Tigers on the board. It's 2-1.
Really good piece of hitting by Derek Fabian. He gets a breaking ball on the outside corner. Instead of rolling over it, he goes with a pitch and just drives it through the right side. I mean, that's a classic piece of hitting from a veteran guy.
Yeah, veteran at bat. Going to make Gabe Gross a happy man in the Auburn dugout for sure. That'll be a teaching point, too. He'll go to some of those freshmen and say, now, do you see what Derek did right there?
Don't try to do too much.
Right. Here's Chase Fralick. Fralick, the catcher. That's from the left side and takes a slow strike, 0-1.
It is almost exclusively that slider. Right now it's 77. Hadn't shown a fastball in a while.
McMurray leads from second, Fabian from first. The pitch. Missed high and out, 1-1.
And he hasn't been able to throw it for a strike when he has. That's why he's been coming back. And here's the thing. If you're Chase Fralick right now, I think you can absolutely sit on a breaking ball. You can adjust to the fastball. It's not going to go by you. But right now, you can sit a little bit breaking ball right now if you want to take a shot.
Fralick, 3 for 9 on the year, 1-1. Way upstairs. 2-1 the count. And the crowd gets louder. 2-1 the count. 2-1 our score. North Alabama with the early lead. Pitch to Fralick. Off-speed line caught by the third baseman Ferrigno. Hit it right to him. Hit it hard, but the third baseman Ferrigno made the catch. And the inning comes to a close. But Auburn gets a couple of 2-out walks and then an RBI single from Derek Fabian. The run on the one hit, no errors. A couple of runners left on base. We're through 1 at Plainsman Park. 2-1, North Alabama, our score.
Hey, everybody, this is Jacob Goins, host of On the Line on ESPN 106.7. If you ever miss a part of my show, 2 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, you can catch up with the podcast posted after every show. Find the podcast wherever you get your podcast or at ESPNAU.com or on the ESPN 106.7 app. Never miss a minute of On the Line with the podcast at ESPNAU.com. On the Line, weekday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. at ESPN 106.7.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with us. Come see us in Auburn or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
Well, both teams score in the first inning. Lions on top 2-1 as they send Kraska, Ferrigno, and Sherwood to the plate against Andreas Alvarez. 16 pitches in that first inning, and well, the first two batters versus the last 3 looked completely different.
Yeah, as soon as Alvarez showed the off speed, it changed everything for him. The fastball 93 has plenty of giddy up to it, but showing the change, showing the breaking ball, as Butch Thompson says, gave that fastball another foot of life.
Yeah,
sometimes that's what it takes to get you. So I think we'll see him continue to mix it up.
6, 7, and 8 hitters. Kraska stands in, takes the first pitch, breaking ball outside, ball 1. Kraska is 3 for 10 on the season, a home run, 2 RBIs. He has struck out 5 times. The second inning is brought to you by Southern Union. There's a new path to the Plains. It runs through Southern Union State Community College. And the pitch is a called strike to Kraska, 1-1.
Good job by Chase Fralick of framing that one, right on the top of the strike zone. He brought it down a little bit and got the call.
The wind by Alvarez and the 1-1. Right in there. Breaking ball dropped in for strike 2. 1-2 the count. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Alvarez, the 5'10 freshman righty. As the Auburn infield goes into the shift with 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw the fastball by him. 3rd strikeout for Alvarez. He just reared back and let it rip.
And again, he's shown a changeup, he's shown a slider, and now the fastball has some heat to it.
And had a little bit of movement there, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's not throwing a straight pitch. If he can get a little run on that fastball, he can be a guy that can get some guys out.
Ferrigno, the batter for North Alabama, he takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. He started the last few with off speed. That time a fastball painted the outside corner. And the 0-1. Right down the middle for strike 2.
And there you set him up. Yeah, the change is a good one. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a slider down and away here.
Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, another fastball, same spot.
Or just stay where you are, 94. 94 on that one. Alvarez has some life right now for this team.
Boy, he hit that spot outside corner at the knees. You couldn't have walked it up there any better than that.
3 really good pitches, too, 'cause
Yeah.
none of those were hard of the plate fastballs.
All right, after 3 straight fastballs to Ferrigno, what does he do first to Sherwood? The wind, we'll find out. Off speed and in there for a strike, 0-1.
Working really quickly, too. Getting the ball, getting back on the mound, throwing a pitch.
In rhythm. The 0-1 offering. Off the end of the bat, 0-2. Fouled it away. Alvarez trying to borrow Cam Tilley's rocking chair from last night. Here's the pitch. That one down and away. The slider never really had the plate.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, 0-2,
Yeah.
you've been kind of throwing those fastballs. Show that one, too, and then come back fastball inside right here. See if you can catch him leaning a little bit.
1-2. Fastball inside. Swung on and missed. Alvarez strikes out the side in the second. Holy cow. 5 strikeouts now for the freshman through the first 2 innings of play. 3 up, 3 down for the Lions. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1, Tigers trail.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Bottom of the second here at Plainsman Park. It's 2-1, North Alabama. Tigers have the bottom third of the order due up. Snow, Terrell, and Rembert against Reese Young. 25 pitches and only 11 strikes in the first inning for Young. He got the first 2 out and then walked Irish and McMurray before giving up an RBI single to Fabian. So Tigers got some pitches into the North Alabama starter in the first inning.
We saw Derek Fabian, too. You think about sometimes you think about the slow guy being, well, it's you want to pull the ball. Sometimes you want to let it get deeper to see the pitches. Eric Snow's a guy that will use the right side of the field, and I think he's a guy that can let it get deep.
First pitch of the inning to Snow is an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. (0-1) delivery. Hit high to right center field. Sherwood on the run, still going, makes the running catch in right center field. Really well played by R.J. Sherwood. If he's one step slower, he does not get there. That's a fine defensive play.
And it's kind of continuation of what we saw. Auburn hit some balls on the nose last night. They got run down, they got called. We've seen the last 2 swings for Auburn. Line drive to third, deep fly ball. 2 good defensive plays.
Yeah.
So for Auburn, your at-bats have been good. Hadn't shown up as much yet, but they're swinging the bat well.
That's an above-average defensive play by Sherwood out in right field for sure. Now here's Terrell. Well, he seemed to get it going a little bit last night. Came up with the big hit to start the 9th inning. Takes a ball here low. Freshman from Alabaster, now 2 for 8 on the season. And when he got going, he can fly.
Yeah. It's not quick start, but it is long stride.
1-0 pitch, catches the outside corner, off-speed delivery, and that evens the count, 1-1.
Again here, can you stay back? Because you're going to get a heavy dose of that breaking ball, I believe.
Wide stance, open stance for the freshman, left-handed batter. Young to the plate. Big swing, and he fouled it back out of play, 1-2.
And there you go. You can look breaking ball because at 86, you're still able to catch up to it. Now, he didn't catch up to it and put it in play, but you're not going to get it blown by you.
Infield straight away. Young's 1-2. way upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mentioned the crowd filing in, and think about the addition of the premium spaces, but they've not done that to the neglect of the general admission ticket. You got more more general admission opportunities and more to see and more places to take in the ball game with a general admission ticket. 2-2. Missed outside 3-2. So for some of these midweek games, you get yourself, especially for a family coming in, you get the general admission tickets and the $2 hot dogs, and just a terrific way to spend a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Payoff pitch. Terrell swings and skies it on the infield. Second baseman under it. Lane makes the catch. 2 down.
Yeah, if you wanted to come to the War Eagle Wall, bring you another layer of clothes. Today's the day, though. You can get out on the War Eagle Wall today. Come out and check out some baseball. No sun to worry about getting in your eyes.
That's right. Good. Those of you who are watching on SEC Network Plus, there's the War Eagle Wall there, left of the screen. We thank you for joining us, however you're tuning in. If you are watching digitally, this is the radio broadcast simulcast to the video production. There's a bouncing ball to second. Lane has it. He'll throw out Rembert, and that's a quick inning, a nice bounce-back inning for Young. He retires the side in order. We're through 2 at Plainsman Park. Tigers trail the Lions 2-1. We'll be back.
When bones get out of joint or vice versa, the Orthopedic Clinic is here, providing expert care and surgery when needed, wherever it hurts. Hand, wrist, foot or ankle, back, neck, or hip. Offering minimally invasive surgery and cutting-edge joint replacement. Serving patients from throughout the region. See the sports injury experts for athletes of all types. The Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Hello, everybody. This is Bill Cameron from The Drive, reminding you that if you've ever missed part of our show weekday afternoons from 4 to 6, you can listen to the podcast. After the show airs, the podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the ESPN 1067 app, or ESPNAU.com in our podcast center. Podcasts of The Drive are presented by Southeastern Industrial Contractors, now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions.
The Drive on ESPN 1067.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
2-1, North Alabama with a 2-run homer in the first inning. Auburn got its run in the first as well. We now go to the third with the Tigers trailing 2-1. Jenkins, Lane, and Rippon, the first 3 due up 9-1 and 2 in the order. Andreas Alvarez gave up a single to Lane on the first pitch of the ball game. 3 pitches later, Rippon homered, and since then, Alvarez has been downright impressive. He's retired 6 in a row, striking out 5. The third inning is brought to you by the Vance Law Firm, where the phone number is easy to remember. They say dial 3 for me, 334-333-3333.
9-1-2 here. Yep. Important to get the leadoff man here with the 2 that had success against you coming up next.
First pitch to Jenkins, hit on the ground to short. A chance for Fabian. He's got it. He throws him out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Mission accomplished.
That's it. That's exactly what you want. 1 pitch, 1 out. Keep them off base with 1 and 2 coming up.
It was a fastball to Lane that he just kind of blooped into right field on the first pitch of the ball game. Inner half with the fastball. See what Alvarez throws the leadoff man here. He threw him a breaking ball and it missed a little low.
Good pitch. Just a little bit low. That's where you want it. If you want to miss that pitch a little bit low here.
Alvarez, with nobody on and 1 out in the third, deals. It's skied back behind the plate, way out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was out way in front. And that was on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. He was early and under.
We get another changeup coming here. It's been a while.
1-1. Threw him a changeup on the outside.
I think it's actually the slider.
Was it the slider?
Because it dipped down and
That's
away.
true.
But it's been a good pitch. Both of those off-speed pitches have been really good.
They got a swing and a miss, that's for sure. And now Alvarez in the driver's seat, the 1-2 delivery. Fly ball right field, well hit, but that is slicing away and foul. Pretty good swing there. Keeps it at 1-2. 7 in a row retired by Alvarez since the home run by Rippon, who's on deck. A 1-2, another slider, and he just did get a piece of it off the end of the bat.
That pitch has been really good, especially you keep it down in a way like that, and it's so hard to do anything with it. And he's located it really well.
Alvarez, shoulder square to the plate, gets his sign into the wind. Here's the delivery. Fastball, fouled straight back, 94.
And it feels like he's been on the fastball a little bit better than that breaking ball. And you've gone, the last 4 pitches have been breaking ball, fastball. I wonder if you go back to the fastball here again, thinking he's going to be looking for the breaking ball.
A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the third. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. It's in the dirt, gets away from Fralick. He'll have to throw him out, and he does for the out. Another strikeout for Alvarez, his 6th of the ball game. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
That pitch is really good right now. It is diving down. It starts in the strike zone.
Yeah.
Let's see if you get a heavy dose of changes here. They get the fastball out last time. See if you get a heavy dose of change-ups. We haven't seen that much other than to a couple of lefties.
Rippon homered in that first inning, and he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1.
I think that's what that was. I think it was a change early on. And so if you throw fastball here, you got to miss up and away fastball, outside corner, keep it away from the hands.
0-1. Fastball inside and low, 1-1.
Yeah, it's not where he wanted that pitch to be. He held on to that one a little bit too much.
Alvarez from Seminole, Florida. 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
I think that's where he wanted the last pitch to be, and now you got to come back. I think come back with a change here and try to keep it down in the zone.
Auburn infield in the shift. McMurray just a couple of feet off the line at first. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs. Never broke.
Yeah, again, I think he's pressing a little bit. Knowing you got right-hander on deck, this guy homered off of you last time. Trying to keep anything from down and away to this guy.
The 3-1. Fastball, miss the outside corner. Ball 4. Snaps a string of 8 in a row retired by Alvarez. It was his 40th pitch of the game. We're in the 3rd inning with 2 outs, and now Rippon at first. Here's Alex Wade, who struck out in the first. The second look at Alvarez for the North Alabama hitters. Righty-righty matchup, the pitch. Breaking ball, or was that the change, or was that the slider?
Is it slider?
I thought it had some movement.
Staying up a little bit right now. He's, that pitch and the previous batter, everything was a little bit more up than it had been in the past, 4 or 5 hitters.
Caught the top of the zone. Here's the 0-1 fastball right through there for strike 2.
Yeah, still got some giddy up on that thing. So now you're 0-2.
Slider away.
Sweeping slider away. This is Chase Fralick. You got to get down there and get this one. But you had to strike him out with fastball last time. May come back inside and try to get on his hands.
0-2. Fastball swung and missed. Same pitch, same result.
See it go back to the hands.
And that'll do it for North Alabama in the 3rd. Alvarez, fun to watch here early on.
He has command. And he's got stuff.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 walk, 1 left. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Still 2-1, North Alabama.
1907, Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and 1 bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
This is Auburn Baseball on ESPN 106.7, Auburn Opelika's sports leader.
Reese Young at a 9-pitch second inning retired Auburn in order. Tigers trail 2-1 as they come to bat in the third. It'll be Carter, Ballou, and Irish. First three hitters in the lineup due up here against Reese Young. 2-1 our score.
I won't be shocked here if Bristol Carter doesn't try to push one past the pitcher on the right side and make the first baseman try to field it. He's a really good bunter, really fast. Try to get a little small ball going here and see if he can get something going.
Third baseman even with the bag. That's Ferrigno. First baseman is back. Now creeps in a step or two. First pitch to Carter is down and in. 1-0. Bristol flied to center his first time. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Lions. 1 run on 1 hit for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch. Carter swings and grounds it just foul past third.
Just missed extra bases. And again, this Auburn team is swinging the bat well. Their approaches have been good. Just hadn't found a hole other than the Derek Fabian swing.
Not much wind to speak of here at the ballpark. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, grounder to first. Tough break. Kraska Fields takes it to the bag, and there's out number 1. 5 in a row now retired by Young since the RBI single for Fabian. Little excuse me swing and right at the first baseman. Here's Cade Ballou, grounded to short in the first inning.
Yeah, and we talked about it. This is the steady dose. It's hard to get a feel for them. This is the second time through. So if you're Auburn, can you kind of get a feel for the lefty now?
Lefty-lefty matchup. Ballou stands in there. First pitch. That's over for a strike. Off-speed delivery, 0-1.
It's mid-70s. Fastball every once in a while, but it usually 3 out of 4 pitches right now been in the mid-70s.
The delivery. Bouncing ball to second. Charging his lane. He fields, he throws, 2 down. And the last 3 outs have been ground ball outs.
And that's the thing. Now, the last one was a check swing, but we've seen some rollovers, and you have to tell yourself to stay back, and let the ball get deep. And that's the key right now because he is not trying to overpower anyone.
All right, Irish gets a turn. He walked in the first with 2 outs, came around to score Auburn's run. Junior, right fielder today, takes a ball outside, 1-0. Talked to his dad for a little while before the game last night. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a called strike.
That is on the very bottom of the strike zone.
Sure is. Ike's dad said that a lot of people in the family like to listen to the broadcast. He said he doesn't because he's too intense during the games to listen. Pitch misses high, 2-1. Which then solved the mystery of where Ike gets his intensity.
Yeah, there
from.
you go. Yeah.
He came through in a big way last night for sure. 2 balls and a strike. Young to the plate. High fly ball, foul right side. That may make it to Donahue.
Yep, and got the fastball, but 86, you're way early on that one. So you might as well go ahead and get ready for something really, really slow right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Bottom of the third inning. 2-1 our score. Tigers trail in the third. Young toes the rubber, looks home. Into the wind, and the pitch. Little tapper, left side, tough play. Charging for Rigno. He throws and nowhere close. Just a little bouncing ball off the end of the bat against the shift. And so Ferrigno, the third baseman who was playing where the shortstop normally plays, had to come a long way to get it. No chance to throw out Irish.
No, that one just, a little bit harder than a swinging bunt, but once it got past the pitcher, that was over with. There's not going to be a chance to make a play there.
In the book, it looks just like a screaming line drive.
Well, that pays you back for a couple of those you hit really hard that got caught.
That's right.
Again, Cooper now. Can you stay back on it? And Cooper's a guy that we have seen have some really good swings against lefties, and if he can get a pitch elevated right here, he could give Auburn the lead.
Second hit of the game for the Tigers. Irish at first with 2 down. First pitch way upstairs to McMurray, 1-0.
A little too elevated on that.
Yeah. Elevator doesn't go that high up.
Yeah, well, if it does, it's not going to be a good swing.
A ball and no strikes. McMurray walked in the first. That set the table for Fabian. They throw over to first. Not a bad idea. Irish has 1 stolen base on the year. But you got McMurray here and Fabian after that with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. 1-0. Off speed. Missed inside. 2-0. And McMurray can be selective here with a 2-0 count. Young is up to 46 pitches here in the 3rd inning. Pitch clock down to 4. Down to 2. Into the motion. 2-0 pitch. Off speed and in there for a strike. It's 2-1.
I mean, basically pitching backwards. I mean, this is something I didn't have much velocity back a long time ago, and I almost had to do the same thing where he's throwing breaking balls on fastball counts and fastball on breaking ball count.
He comes set from the stretch, looks at first, comes home, misses high with a fastball, 3-1.
Yeah, quick pitch there because he was worried about Ike running, so he kind of quick pitched a little bit. Now 3-1. This could be a running opportunity here to get Ike moving, knowing you're probably going to get a slider here.
3-1 pitch. Irish not going. Pitches a strike on the outside corner. McMurray was just about ready to throw that bat to the side.
It's at 76 miles an hour. So now you're thinking it's going to be the same thing. He hasn't located the fastball very well. Probably going to get a breaking ball like Irish is going to be moving. You hit one in the gap here, you can tie the game.
Payoff pitch. There goes Ike. It's fouled straight back. And we'll do it again. Ran that fastball up there at 87. A few folks are taking the game in from the parking deck today. And a couple of people out on the Tiger Terrace. Payoff pitch. Off speed, missed high and inside. Ball 4. McMurray draws a 2-out walk for a second straight plate appearance. And now runners are at first and second with 2 down. And this is looking an awful lot like the first inning.
Yeah, this is the guy you want at the plate right now if you're Auburn. Get Derek Fabian back up, runners in scoring position again, and a chance to tie this game or give Auburn the lead.
8 for 16 to start the season for Fabian. And now time called. We'll get a mound visit here.
Yeah, you wonder how long they were prepared to go with a true freshman.
Yeah.
He's looked good, but it doesn't look like anybody's moving other than getting loose right now in terms of getting warmed up physically, not throwing it off.
Right. Sometimes you can't tell because they're hidden a little bit, but I haven't seen a ball come out of there like anybody's warming up.
We've seen a couple of guys get jackets off, and so if that's the case on today, you're talking about quite a few minutes before you can get somebody ready.
So the conversation continues between coach, pitcher, and catcher. Auburn trails 2-1, but the Tigers have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Derek Fabian, who's had the hottest bat of all to start this season, is at the plate.
Confidence guy. Been building confidence really since the fall. Coming back after and kept that in the preseason. He's carried that over in the season so far.
Meeting on the mound is over. We're ready to go. Fabian steps in. Young, ready, runners lead. Check second, comes home, high and tight. 1-0.
It really hasn't located the fastball very well, and so I think that's allowed Auburn to kind of be selective on what they're swinging at. And Fabian, let's see if he can find something to drive.
He had retired 6 in a row before the Irish single, and the McMurray walk. Takes an off-speed pitch for a strike here, 1-1 to Fabian.
Yeah, that's been the strike pitch. And so I think that if you're Auburn, that you continue to look for that pitch.
Lefty-righty. He looks to second again. Young delivers. Fly ball right side. Foul territory. Nobody will have a play. It drops in foul ground between 3 North Alabama players. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. If you're listening to us on ESPN 106.7 in the Auburn-Opelika area, come on out to the ballpark. There are some good seats to be had here. And then, of course, you got men's basketball later tonight against Arkansas. That game is in about 3 hours and 20 minutes.
And you know, in the past, you could have just strolled on over and got you a ticket. Not working quite that way anymore.
No. 1-2 the count. With 2 outs, the pitch. Fouled back. Came in on the hands, jammed him a little with an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Auburn on Saturday against Holy Cross, I think, had 1 2-out hit the entire game.
Yep.
The last 2 games, 2-out hitting has been much better. And Auburn's hit to score its only run of the game to this point came with 2 outs from Fabian in the first inning. Now time called. Delgado goes out to talk to Young.
You know, and it's such an important one for baseball is runners in score position and being able to get hits. And Fabian has one of those already. Those are the ones you have to capitalize on. Think about basketball. You going, fast break points, points off turnovers are huge. In baseball, hits with runners in scoring position are about as important as anything you have.
Catcher's back behind the plate. And we're ready for another 1-2 pitch to Auburn shortstop. Runners lead from first and second. Here's a delivery. Grounded foul over toward the Auburn dugout. Good at bat here by Fabian. Transfer from Florida a couple of years ago. From Ocala. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Doesn't always work out, and you might get out right here, but you can tell when the guy's locked in and feeling really good at the plate, and that's Derek Fabian right now.
Runner at second is Irish. At first, it's McMurray. Now the 2-2 offering. Grounded foul off the face of that Auburn dugout. He hit it up, just drilled it.
Yeah, I think got Christian Chatterton diving for the back of the dugout right there.
Chatterton with a solid start here Sunday against Holy Cross.
Yeah, another freshman that has some stuff.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the third inning. Pitch is on the way. Fly ball, right field, well struck. Sherwood back to the warning track. He'll have room. He'll have room just in front of the wall. That was in on the hands of Fabian, and he still almost hit it out of here. But it's a fly out to end the inning. Auburn gets a hit. No runs, no errors. Tigers strand 2. That's 4 they've left on base now through the first 3 innings. Through 3, it's still 2-1 North Alabama.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl. If you want the latest on Auburn basketball and the SEC, keep it locked right here on Auburn-Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 106.7. The only place you can get 7 straight hours of local sports talk, starting with the Max Roundtable at 11 a.m., On the Line with Jacob Goins at 2, followed by The Drive with Bill Cameron and Dan Peck at 4. ESPN 106.7.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
2-1 North Alabama. We move to the fourth here at Plainsman Park. All of the offense in this one came in the first inning. 2 for the Lions on a 2-run homer, and then 1 for the Tigers on an RBI single by Fabian. Hits are even at 2 apiece. And now we move to the fourth. Alvarez working through the order for a second time. And he's got the middle third, Walker, Delgado, and Kraska.
Starting to see some movement towards the Auburn bullpen. On a cold day like this, and only 42 pitches for Alvarez, but you start to wonder kind of how long you go and start to get somebody else, because there's a few guys they want to get some work to prepare potentially for this weekend.
First pitch to Wes Walker. A little bit high.
Or
out?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit out, but it looked pretty good. That's been a strike at least part of this game.
Left-handed hitting Walker struck out his first time. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Things even out, don't they?
I think they did, because that first pitch looked a whole lot better than that one did.
Good job by Freilich to bring that back. And the pitch, Alvarez. He went after the same spot, didn't get the call this time.
A little in. Freilich's doing a good job, though. He is moving, framing, doing a good job behind the plate.
2-1 to count. Alvarez works quickly. He deals. It is sliced down the left field line and foul off the net. 2-2. You like this rhythm from the freshman, too. As soon as Walker stands back in there, Alvarez ready to go again. Shoulder shrug, deep breath, into the wind. Plants, fires. And miss low, 3-2.
Change up there, and, he's been locating his pitches pretty good. Even though that Auburn didn't score the last inning, it was a longer inning, with so many pitches.
Only the second 3-ball count of the game for Alvarez. His payoff pitch is fouled off of the mask. And did that get Danny Cricks, the home plate umpire, or did it get Freilich?
I think it got a little bit of both of them. Maybe got more of Freilich there.
They both walk out to Alvarez and the home plate umpire. Yeah, I think it got both of them.
I think both of them are like, hey.
They're looking at each other and smiling and laughing.
It absolutely got home plate umpire right in the face.
Typically when that happens, you just see the catcher go out and walk the ball back. But both Cricks and Freilich walked out to the mound, shoulder to shoulder. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off and got him. 8th strikeout for Alvarez in his Auburn debut.
Really good change there.
And Walker is down on strikes for the second time. 1 away in the top of the fourth. And here's Matthew Delgado. Delgado did not strike out his first time. He flied to center instead. The catcher takes a breaking ball for a strike.
You're talking about rhythm. When you're able to throw 3 pitches for strikes,
yeah,
it's pretty easy to get into a rhythm then.
He's starting at bats with all 3. He's ending at bats with all 3. He's been really impressive. The 0-1 fastball hit back up the middle for a base hit. That one just found a spot.
Yeah, and fastball, middle of the plate, and that's what college hitters will make you do. And location will be something that sometimes you might sneak one by. That would probably a little bit too much of the plate.
Yeah. First hit since the homer in the first inning. And only the second base runner since the second batter of the game. Now here's Petey Kraska. Pennsylvanian. Left-handed batter with an open stance. First pitch. Big swing. Fouled it back. 0-1. Kraska 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Get a double play ball here would be big for them to get out of here, get back to the plate, and put the freshman back on the mound.
2-1, North Alabama. Lions have out-hit the Tigers 3-2. There's that slider that missed the outside corner.
Good pitch.
Yeah, good location, just didn't get the strike call there. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the swing on that last fastball would tend me to go a little bit more off speed here because he had a pretty good cut at that fastball.
1-1 the count. Alvarez deals. And missed high. Maybe a little out. 2-1.
He'll come back to a change up here. He
is staying away from middle in against this guy for sure. He's a big swinger. 6 strikeouts on the year, but plenty of power. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
No, fastball, but fastball away.
Uh-huh.
Just enough to give it that little run and get a swing and miss.
2-2. That evens things up just a little bit. Runner takes his lead from first. Delgado cheats out an extra step. 2-2 pitch. Oh, just missed low. It was low, and it's 3-2.
That was the 2-2 change there. And, see if he can get some run on that fastball again. See if he comes back to it to try to get a strikeout here. Auburn going to shift a little bit towards the middle.
See if Kraska's looking fastball. The stretch, and Alvarez's payoff pitch. High, ball 4. So a single and a walk with 1 out. Runners are at first and second now for North Alabama. And Jackson Ferrigno is the hitter. We're in the 4th, 1 out.
See, we started to get a little movement in the Auburn bullpen. Yep. Nobody really up and about now. It's full. It's a full house down there, and a lot of righties in the order here for the Lions.
Ferrigno out of Connecticut swings, fouls it off right side, just over the 984 club. 0-1 the count.
I do think we'll see Ryan Hetzler early, transfer from Cal Baptist. I think we'll see him early in this game. They want to get him on the mound and get him some work.
There are a number of guys here in Game 5 that we have not seen yet this year. The 0-1 bounced up there, 1-1 the count.
I think there's some of those, and then you have the John Armstrong. You think about him and Parker Carlson and Ben Shore, some of those guys that during a week you want to get them some work heading into a weekend because they're guys that want to throw every 2 or 3 days.
1-1 delivery. Bouncing ball towards second. Fielded by Rembert. He tags the runner going to second, throws to first, double play. A 4-3 double play to get Auburn out of the inning. I think this one's going to be reviewed. A slow bouncing ball off the end of the bat. Rembert fielded it. Kraska tried to dive out of the way of the tag. He didn't run out of the baseline. He just dove. He hit the dirt. And they're going to get they're talking about it.
Really, really hard to get an angle to overturn that one, I believe.
And they will review it. The umpires will get together.
I think he's just going to ask maybe instead of an actual review. I don't know how anybody's going to be able to see that.
Yeah. Home plate umpire Danny Cricks, David Savage at first, Eric Gaucher at second, Brian DeBrouwer, who was the home plate umpire last night, is at third base. That call would have been Eric Gaucher's at second. And so it's either a 4-3 double play. Yeah, he's out. The umpires get together, and they affirm the call, and that is a much-needed 4-3 double play. Nicely turned by Rembert, and then finished off by McMurray. In fact, we'll give that our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control. Don't forget to add pest control to your lineup. From keeping mosquitoes away to protecting against termites and clearing cobwebs, spring cleaning isn't done until you call Cook's Pest Control. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left for the Lions. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. North Alabama still leads it 2-1.
Big eating in Auburn Opelika means Big Mike Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill, served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6. They have full select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shipyard Parkway and Wire Road.
Sip, spike, putt. Step up your games at Tigertown Sports, home of unmatched fun and sports entertainment for everyone. From a classic round of miniature golf to beach volleyball, a high-definition golf simulator, and more. With so many ways to play and win, make Tigertown Sports your fun and games destination. Behind Lowe's in Tigertown. See all the attractions and make reservations at TigertownSports.com.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
2-1, Tigers trail as they come to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. Fralick, Snow, and Terrell here against Reese Young, who's thrown 60 pitches through the first 3 innings. And several players have hit the ball hard. I mean, you would think the way Auburn's hit the ball, you'd think they'd have more than 2 hits in the game.
Some good swings, good at bats. They've been patient. He's done a good job of changing speeds, throwing a lot of sliders, and you know, Auburn has hit a few balls hard, but they rolled over a couple. Can you get a leadoff on? They've had runners on base, but it's been 2 out, nobody on a couple of times. Can you get a couple of guys early to put the pressure on?
Fralick hit it hard, but right at the third baseman his first time. First pitch. Missed down and away, 1-0.
He's really patient. I think he led the team in walks all fall. He's a guy that will make sure he swings at good pitches for the most part.
1-0 offering from Young. Outside and low again, 2-0.
Yeah, I think right now you go, hey, make this guy throw you some strikes, especially early right now.
2-3-0 the line for UNA. 1-2-0 the line for Auburn. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes.
Yes, opportunity here. Like I said, lead off on, changes the dynamic of an inning when you get a leadoff runner on.
Second baseman Lane is in shallow right field. There's a fastball strike right through there. Fralick taken all the way. 3-1.
Not even too shallow. That's maybe intermediate right field.
The 3-1. Fastball, strike 2.
Okay with that, a guy that feel comfortable enough to getting 2 strikes, and 2-strike hitting, a guy that, okay, now find you a pitch to put it in play somewhere.
See if he's got him measured here. 3-2 to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Swing, bouncing ball, right side, base hit. Pass to diving first baseman. So a hit for Fralick, his 4th of the Young season, and a leadoff base runner for the Tigers. First inning, they've got the leadoff man on base.
Yeah, good job again. 3-2 breaking ball. Stays back, drives the ball through the right side, and his patience at the plate shows it off there. It takes 2 pitches that maybe he didn't like the look of there. Gets a pitch to handle and base hit through.
Now here's Snow. Snow originally from Forsyth, Georgia. Transfer from USF. The pitch. Fly ball to right. Sherwood on the run. Makes the catch for the first out.
Yeah, I mean, they hit some solid shots right at guys right now. And you get a few feet either way, not quite as hard, and you're in business.
So Snow back to the dugout. Here's Bub Terrell, who popped up to the second baseman his first time. Now 2 for 9 on the season.
See if Bub can measure one. He's got a ton of power. Yeah. We've seen him hit some hard line drives. We have not seen him get the ball elevated and drive it yet this season.
Young is ready. The pitch. Terrell lines it, caught by the first baseman. Good night. You couldn't hit it much harder than that, but Kraska just reached out and made a phenomenal play to catch that ball.
It's probably 8 or 10 times already in 4.5 games that's happened to this Auburn team. Another great swing.
And Fralick was off the bag, obviously, because anybody in the world would think that was headed for the corner, and so he's doubled off. It's caught by Kraska, who goes to the bag to double off Fralick. Terrell lines out. Fralick is out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. Wow. No runs, a hit, no errors, nobody left. We are now through 4. Auburn baseball, brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders, proud to provide first aid care at Plainsman Park in every Auburn Athletics home event. Still 2-1, North Alabama. We'll be back.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Not federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
What's going on, everybody? Jacob Goins here, host of On the Line on ESPN 1067. It's the show that tells you like it is and holds nothing back, and you better believe that I mean it. When we're talking about Auburn athletics plus the biggest sports topics in the country, give me a call 2 to 4 p.m. each weekday to be on the line and tell me what you have to say about the hottest topics in sports. That's On the Line from 2 to 4 p.m. here on the Auburn Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 1067.
Well, if everything evens out after a while in baseball, Auburn has got some big hits coming its way, or just a bunch of bloop singles, because they're hitting the ball very hard. But North Alabama has made some incredible defensive plays. And as the fifth inning gets underway, first pitch is a little high. Check swing by Sherwood. He did not go. 1-0 the count. 2-1, North Alabama, the score. Here's a slider that misses high, 2-0.
Yeah, hadn't fallen behind like this since early, and so getting to the fifth here.
2-0. Fastball, swung and missed, swung over the top, 2-1.
A little up again, but up enough with some velocity to get it by.
Alvarez at 63 pitches as he goes to work here in the fifth. 8 strikeouts. There's a strike down Broadway, 2-2.
Looks like Parker Carlson and Griffin Graves both throwing for Auburn in the bullpen right now.
A righty and a lefty, respectively. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He threw the fastball by him. A little up and in. Again, just perfectly located. And that is 9 strikeouts for Andreas Alvarez in his Auburn debut.
You have to like what you see from him. And to respond as a true freshman, about as bad a start as you can have with a bloop single, 2-run home run. Since that time, he's been really impressive.
And now here's Leighton Jenkins, the number 9 hitter. He grounded out his first time. He shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a pitch that is called ball 1.
Maybe a little low, but it wasn't too much.
Yeah. The 1-0 to the North Alabama shortstop. Blooped into center field. Blue comes on. He'll have to play it on a hop. Not hit especially hard, but it found some green grass. And that is the imbalance this game gives you sometimes.
That's it. Sometimes it happens that way.
So a bloop single for Jenkins. And we go back to the top of the order now in Lane. Lane is 1 for 2. A single, a run scored. He's also struck out.
Lane's had a couple of really good cuts on fastballs. Had the bloop single himself early on, but he's had some good swings on fastballs.
4th hit of the game for the Lions. First pitch downstairs, blocked by Freilich, 1-0. Lane hit a soft single to right on the first pitch of the ball game. 1-0. Fastball didn't get the inside corner.
That's been a pitch that has been a strike more often than not.
Two balls, no strikes. How about another double play ball? 2-0. Bouncing ball to third. Glove by Snow. They go to second for 1. On to first, double play. 5-4-3.
Nice call.
Thank you very much. 1 out single erase. No runs, hits, errors, and nobody left. Halfway home at Plainsman Park. Good ball game here. North Alabama leads it 2-1.
Are you disabled, unable to work? Perhaps you have a condition or an impairment that is making it increasingly difficult to do your job. I am Deborah Mitchell, a registered nurse and an attorney. At Grossman Law Firm, my staff and I have over 40 years of combined experience in the medical and legal field. We have helped thousands of people just like you. We have 2 locations to better serve you, in Auburn and Ballard. Give us a call today and let us help you.
At Reynolds Outdoors, they're all about hunting and fishing and loving the great outdoors every day. And if you are too, you'll love the great selection of guns and ammo, bows and arrows, rods and reels, gear and apparel. As an independent family business, Reynolds Outdoors can offer top brand names at hometown prices, plus friendly, local, expert service. So before you hit the woods, the field, or the water, head to Reynolds Outdoors on Geneva Street, Opelika, on Facebook and Instagram, and at reynoldsoutdoors.net.
This is Auburn Baseball on ESPN 106.7. Auburn Opelika Sports.
Irish walked and scored in the first. He singled in the third. There's a throw to first, chasing Ballou back. Not a bad idea to throw. He's got 5 stolen bases on the young season.
Yeah, been pretty aggressive. Anything in the dirt, he's had good jumps on so far, so he's definitely going to be a guy that's going to be on alert.
Two, our score. Chris Rembert's home run has tied the game in the 5th, and there's a little tapper. Back to the pitcher, nobody covering the bag. The first baseman went after the ball, and so Scruggs has to take it himself to first base. He does. The one unassisted put out for the second out. Ballou moves into scoring position. He's at second with 2 down for McMurray. It's a second ball that Irish has kind of hit off the end of the bat. He's topped it off the end of the bat. Now McMurray. Cooper walked in the first, walked again in the third. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off back to the net, 0-1. Big cut. Tigers have now out-hit the Lions 5-4.
Got a little bit of a breeze showing up. We thought it was going to be a little bit more of that today. It's been pretty calm, but now that breeze is starting to blow out a little bit towards the bullpen.
Yeah, as the sun is setting and a little windier at night. Wind blows out toward right. The flag's on top of the War Eagle wall, not really moving that much. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, missed the outside corner. 1-1. The Rembert home run. We'll get you the distance on it shortly. 1-1 pitch, missed low. 2-1. No, they called it a strike.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, I think you were right, but that's not what it was called.
No, it was called a strike. Go ahead, runner at second in the fifth inning. 1-2 pitch, up and away, 2-2. This fifth inning is presented by Wind Creek Casinos. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-2 our score. Scruggs pitch, high fly ball. Right center field coming in is the right fielder Sherwood. He's got it. And the inning is over. But Auburn ties it up. A leadoff homer from freshman Chris Rembert. His first Tiger home run ties the game. And we go to the sixth inning. Auburn 2, North Alabama 2.
Hey everybody, this is Jacob Goins, host of On the Line on ESPN 106.7. If you ever miss a part of my show, 2 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, you can catch up with the podcast posted after every show. Find the podcast wherever you get your podcast or at ESPNAU.com or on the ESPN 106.7 app. Never miss a minute of On the Line live podcast. ESPNAU.com. On the Line, weekday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. on ESPN 106.7.
Hey everybody, this is Mark from Butcher Paper Barbecue. At Butcher Paper, we don't just serve our community, we live here. I've been proud to call the Opelika Auburn community my home for my entire life. I want to take a moment to say thank you. We are here because of you, and it's because of your support that we get up every day and strive to give you our best. Community support for local businesses is a big part of what makes the Opelika Auburn area so vibrant and resilient. I want to urge you to continue to support your local community and economy. We're moving forward. Let's do it together.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
2-2 is our score. That means we have a 4-inning ball game here as we go to the sixth, along with Jason Caldwell. I'm Brad Law. Carson Meyer is in the Auburn Network studios. Not Carson Myers, the guy who started the game yesterday.
That would be pretty impressive.
It would. But Carson Meyer is in our Auburn Network studios tonight. We're glad that you're with us, and there's so many ways to be watching or listening to this broadcast. ESPN 106.7 on the radio in the Auburn-Opelika area. Of course, the Auburn Game Day app, which gives you baseball, softball, men's basketball, women's basketball from anywhere. Watching on the SEC Network Plus with our feed, or watching on the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. Can't watch the game that way, but you can watch Jason and me call the game. So welcome. Griffin Graves on this ADPH call to the bullpen for Auburn. He's the new pitcher, 5'10", 176, sophomore lefty from Jackson, Tennessee. Pitched 1 inning over the weekend against Holy Cross, 0s across the board. And the first pitch to Nash Rippon misses high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, not quite the 98 mile an hour, but reminds me of a kind of the stature, everything of Billy Wagner. He's a guy that's going to be aggressive, throw a lot of fastballs, and he's got some heat.
Missed high again, 2-0.
Yeah, wants to come right after guys.
What an outing for Andreas Alvarez. 5 innings. Pitches outside again at 89, and it's 3-0 to Rippon. 5 innings for Alvarez, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. This may be a one batter situation we brought you in to get the lefty.
3-0 is outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to Rippon.
So I think Parker Carlson's ready to go. I wonder if this was just a one batter situation, and maybe they give him a little bit more, but Carlson is ready.
Yep. Wade stands in. Graves kicks and delivers. There's a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Well, Alvarez gave up a single to start the game and then a 2-run homer to Rippon. After that, no runs, 2 hits. And again, 9 strikeouts. 0-1 misses low. That'll even the count at 1-1. 6th inning at Plainsman Park. Lights are on. Sun is set. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little tardy on the fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, it's a sneaky fastball because you don't expect it coming from that size, but it gets on you pretty quickly.
Yeah. Wade, the center fielder. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. Ran that one up there at 91.
It does. It just, for whatever reason, it just looks different when it's coming out of a shorter guy, and it has some life to it. When he's able to throw it for a strike, it's a different pitch.
And Wade wearing the collar. He struck out 3 times tonight. Runner at first, 1 down for Wes Walker. Walker is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Pitch. Strike at the knees. Starting to dial the fastball in a little bit.
Yes.
0-1 the count. This is a North Alabama team that only struck out 20 times in the 3-game series against Army. 0-1. Tried to come in again with the fastball and missed too far in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Graves, used sparingly in his freshman year. Missed outside, 2-1. Last time we saw Griffin Graves last season, well, I saw him in the Alabama series, but that was a month after his last action against Mississippi State. There's a foul ball up the third base line. That'll even the count at 2-2. Appeared in 3 SEC games. Finished the year well in his last outing against Alabama in the season finale. Win an inning with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, had a really good start last year and then kind of hit the freshman blues there in the middle, especially the beginning of SEC play.
1 run on 4 hits over his first 3 innings of work. There's a fly ball to right. On comes Irish. He puts it away. 2 down.
Really big for Auburn to get a 0 in this inning after getting the solo home run. Not let UNA get that momentum back and keep them down here.
2 outs in the top of the 6th. Rippon, who walked to start the inning, still standing over there at first. Here's Matthew Delgado. He's 1 for 2. A single in the 4th. He's also flied to center.
Yeah, been swinging the bat really well to start the season for UNA.
First pitch. Catches the outside corner with an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Is that a change?
Yeah, off speed. It was hard to tell. It looked like it dove a little bit, but it didn't like a straight slider.
Graves ready, delivers. Fastball missed low. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch.
You're okay with that up in the count 0-1.
Absolutely.
If he makes contact, it's likely going to be a ground ball somewhere. A ball and a strike. Delgado straightens up. Ready's in the right-handed batter's box in the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Like we talked about with Fabian, you see a guy right now, Delgado, that looks like he is supremely confident. I mean, he was on top of that one. He's seeing the ball well, and he's had 500 on the year.
Yeah, 5 for 10 on the year, dialed in early. Leans back a little bit. Now readies as Graves comes set. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball again off to the right side. Tried to come up and in on him. Big right-handed hitter, fought it off, stayed alive. Delgado listed at 6'1", 225, Monrovia, California. 1-2 pitch to him on the way. And low. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Throw is left to the bag. The runner comes off the bag, though, and he's tagged out. Nice job by Rembert to get over and cover the bag. Rippon overslid the bag. Came off. Rembert right there to apply the tag. He had the base. The throw was to the left on a ball in the dirt, but he overslid it. And a good job by Rembert to hang with it. Caught stealing 2-4 on the putout. Inning is over. So Delgado will be at the plate to start the 7th. In the 6th, no runs, hits, errors, or Lions left on base. To the bottom of the 6th, 2-2 our score.
At Reynolds Outdoors, they're all about hunting and fishing and loving the great outdoors every day. And if you are too, you'll love the great selection of guns and ammo, bows and arrows, rods and reels, gear and apparel. As an independent family business, Reynolds Outdoors can offer top brand names at hometown prices, plus friendly, local, expert service. So before you hit the woods, the field, or the water, head to Reynolds Outdoors on Geneva Street, Opelika, on Facebook and Instagram, and at ReynoldsOutdoors.net.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
This is Coach Butch Thompson. Back to more baseball on the Auburn Sports Network.
Along with Jason Caldwell, I'm Brad Law at Plainsman Park. Thanks for making us a part of your Wednesday night. A reminder, we have men's basketball coming up on the Auburn Sports Network. If you're listening in Auburn on ESPN 106.7, you just flip on over to Wings 94.3 for the basketball game. It's also available on Auburn Sports Network stations throughout Alabama. It'll be available on the app as well if you're listening to tonight's game that way. We'll also have the courtside cam with Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey and Jacob Hillman. That's available on YouTube. First pitch. Missed inside to Derek Fabian. Auburn can grab the lead here. It's tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, stringing a couple of hits together would be nice. I mean, they've been able to put a few swings on it. Hadn't got it to fall yet.
Scruggs back out there for his second inning of relief. A beautiful breaking ball. Had Fabian out in front. It's 1-1. Really nice sweeping movement on the breaking ball.
This is the team that can pitch, and they pitched really well against Army last weekend as well.
Held Army under, I think, 170 is a batting average. 1-1. Check swing. Little check swing fielded by the pitcher, and he throws on to first. Nice job by Kraska to stay on the bag before falling down. And, well, that's the second check swing grounder to the right side that Auburn's hit tonight.
Yeah, and I think it caught Fabian a little bit by surprise. It was in a pretty good spot, but didn't get out of the box quite quick enough to make that a close play.
So here's Freilich. From Fabian to Freilich. Chase has singled and lined out. He's hit it hard a couple of times tonight. And the first pitch to him, right down Broadway for strike 1. Not the Broadway Club, which is next door, but just down the middle. Righty-lefty matchup. Scruggs deals. Freilich takes a breaking ball in for a strike, 0-2.
It's a really good pitch right there after that fastball up in the zone. Backdoor breaking ball right there, 0-2, and Freilich just has to protect here.
Wind in the delivery. Swing and a miss. He had him chasing one down in the dirt. It's in the dirt, so they'll have to throw Freilich out, and they do. Delgado delivers it to Kraska, and there's out number 2.
Yeah, this UNA team doesn't have a ton of bats up and down the lineup, but the two guys we've seen so far in a midweek situation have both thrown really well.
That is the first strikeout for an Auburn hitter tonight.
Yeah, they've done a good job of just keeping them off balance enough. Snow gone right side a couple of times tonight.
Couple of flyouts to right field. He takes ball 1 just off the outside edge. Didn't miss by much. That's a good pitch.
Here's the thing. Snow's got a little bit of power. I mean, he's shown some of that. He's got the ability to drive the ball out of here.
Rippon in left field is playing on the warning track in front of the monster. The pitch high, 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, if he fell backwards right now, he would hit Frank Thomas's jersey.
That's right. Straight away in the other spots. Well, right fielder Sherwood a couple steps back. Pitch by Snow, lined into left field. That's a base hit. It 3-hops Rippon, who misplays it, and Snow's going to try for 2. He's digging. He's sliding. He's safe. 2-out double. Eric Snow be the fastest team to first base.
Yeah, that's it. The mentality that they've had since the fall of going, look, until somebody stops you, you keep running hard. Just that little play right there allows him to get into scoring position.
So it's a base hit, a single for Snow, and an error on Rippon, which allows Snow to get to second. And it didn't roll all the way to the wall. I mean, he just picked his head up, and it might have gone 4 feet behind him, but that was all the daylight Snow needed. Now here is Terrell. 0 for 2. High fly ball, left center field. Terrell gives it a ride. It is off the monster. It caroms to center. Snow scores. Auburn leads 3-2. It's an RBI double for Bub Terrell.
Just misses an opposite field home run right there, Bub, with a great swing. We talked about it, being patient, going the other way. He gets a breaking ball up in the zone, drives it to the left side, and it just misses getting that ball out of here.
The wall angles back into the canyon, and he hit it off the angled part of the wall. 3-2 Tigers. Auburn has its first lead of the night. 8th hit of the game for Auburn. And Chris Rembert swings to the first pitch, pops it up right side of the infield. First baseman Kraska is called off by the second baseman Lane, who puts it away to put a lid on the inning. But Auburn breaks out on top. The Snow single followed by the Terrell double, and Auburn has the lead, a run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left stranded. We are through 6 with your new score. Auburn 3, UNA 2.
Hello, everybody. This is Bill Cameron from The Drive, reminding you that if you've ever missed part of our show weekday afternoons from 4 to 6, you can listen to the podcast. After the show airs, the podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the ESPN 1067 app, or ESPNAU.com in our podcast center. Podcasts of The Drive are presented by Southeastern Industrial Contractors, now hiring for great paying skilled trade positions.
The Drive on ESPN 1067.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
This is Auburn Baseball on ESPN 1067. Auburn Opelika's sports leader.
3-2 Auburn as we move to the 7th inning, and Auburn makes a Yellowwood call to the bullpen for right-hander Parker Carlson out of Mobile. 6'2", 192. He's one of the legacy leaders on this year's team. 1 inning of work this year, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Has not given up a hit or a run. Last year, Carlson was 3-2 in 22 appearances, 24 innings, 26 hits, 16 earned runs. He walked 12, struck out 23. He was 3-2 with an earned run average right at 6. The year before that, 1-1 with a 4.50 earned run average. Teams hit 274 against him a season ago. Parker Carlson, just one of those steady right-handers out of the Auburn bullpen.
Yeah, and I think now you're looking at it. We talked about people they would like to get in games, and Hayden Murphy's one of those guys. So you're here, you're in the 7th. Can you get, 5 outs from Parker Carlson, the final 4 from Hayden Murphy? Can you get to your closer here with the lead and try to get him in the game to finish this thing off?
Save opportunity perhaps from Murphy. Tigers on top 3-2. Griffin Graves, a good inning. 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Got some help from his catcher, throwing out a runner at second. Chris Rembert's home run, by the way, 405 feet a couple innings ago. Delgado was at the plate when Rippon was thrown out at second base. Delgado takes the first pitch strike.
Up in his zone, gets the call.
Carlson into the wind. Delivers. Line drive. Right field. Irish on his horse. It hangs up, and Ike gets there in time for the first out.
Yeah, the ball slicing on him a little bit. Had to catch a little bit behind to his left, running to his right.
And now Petey Kraska stands in. Auburn plays him to pull on the infield. It's not the shift, but Snow is way off the line, and Fabian is on the edge of the center field grass. First pitch, breaking ball, missed away, 1-0.
Yes, free swinger here. Big first baseman going to take a hack.
Kraska has struck out and walked. 10 strikeouts for Auburn pitching tonight. Alvarez had 9. Pitch, fastball, Steve Reich outside corner, 1-1. North Alabama is beginning a trek that will have them on the road for quite a while. 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul tip into the mitt. It's 1-2. They don't play a game in Florence in their home ballpark until April 1st.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
They're playing Tennessee. They're playing LSU on the road. They're playing some home games at UAB's field.
Okay.
Or some conference games at that field. And 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He got him. Parker Carlson gets his first strikeout. 2 up, 2 down in the 7th.
That's kind of been the story of Kraska. I think that is now the 7th strikeout for him in this 4 games. So
13 at bats.
He's kind of been all or nothing.
12 at bats, rather. Here's Jackson Ferrigno. Nobody on, 2 out, top of the 7th. Ferrigno is struck out and bounced to second.
Yeah, say watch for a bunt, do something right here, try to get somebody on it. From Eric Snow, I'm kind of on alert right here.
Pitch. Called strike.
Ooh. A little up again, but he has been consistent, especially with Parker Carlson here, giving him that pitch.
Yeah, he's got a couple of those in this inning. Carlson's first inning of work. He's the 3rd Auburn pitcher of the game. 0-1 delivery. Bouncing ball to third. Snow near the line. Fields long throw. He made it. It's caught shin high by McMurray, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for Carlson and the Tigers. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Lions in the 7th. 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park. 3-2. Tigers lead.
When the road beckons, answer the call. Head to RV Roadway, the new and used RV sales centers of Alabama in Opelika and Calera. Family-owned and operated, RV Roadway was built on quality and selection with 35-plus top lines. From teardrop RVs all the way down to destination trailers, the RV you're road ready for. With 2 Alabama locations, Opelika and Calera. Take life on the road with RV Roadway.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance your house to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us at Auburn or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers have the top of the order due up, and they'll do it against a new pitcher. The 3rd pitcher of the game for North Alabama is number 45, John Allen Stogner, a 6'2", 235-pound senior right-hander from Huntsville by way of Wallace State Community College. John Allen Stogner replaces Scruggs, who goes 2 innings. And let's see, Stogner is making his season debut for the Lions. Again, originally from Huntsville. Last year appeared in 12 games. He started 9, was 2 and 6, 25 and a third innings. 36 hits allowed, 32 earned runs. He walked 21 and struck out 22 in 25 and a third innings. Hit 5 batters in that span. Originally from Grissom High School.
Yeah, a guy that started 9 games last year. So
Yeah.
this guy that has some pitching, older guy because of the junior college years for him. So this is a veteran guy that's coming into this situation.
Scruggs, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them earned. No walks, 1 strikeout. He threw 22 pitches in 2 innings, and 16 of them for strikes. Bristol Carter leads it off for Auburn here in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers lead 3-2. They've out-hit the Lions 8-4. Carter is 0 for 3. First pitch to him. Slow breaking ball down and away. 72 miles an hour. 1-0.
Still keep waiting for Bristol to push one through the right side. Even their base is behind the bag. He can run. He's been a really good bunter to try to get on and maybe steal a base and get something going.
1-0 delivery. High pop. Right side. Foul ground. Is there room for Kraska? There is. Just in front of the camera well. Little backspin. He had to reach back at the last moment, but he did, and there's out number 1 in the 7th. It'll bring Cade Ballou to the plate. Cade's 1 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a single.
That's the one thing we've seen. Bristol Carter, he did have the check swing ground out, but we've seen a pop up to, had a fly ball and now a couple of pop ups on the infield. And for one of your faster players, you want to see him put the ball on the ground and see if you can get something rolling.
A little bit of a delay here as Stogner.
One of the pitch, things they have now, I think it's on his wrist, and I think he was adjusting it. Looks like he has a double swatch watch for the old school.
That's right. All right, Ballou stands in. And the first pitch to him. Downstairs, ball 1. And we thank those of you watching the SEC Network Plus digital broadcast of this game. Heard from a lot of people on social media. They enjoy us not having to sync up anything tonight. Pitch called strike, 1-1. And everybody loves it when Jason Caldwell is in the booth with us.
Including me.
Yeah, well, me too. We'll say this, too. It's not the last time this year either. 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Kicks high off the backstop. Off the brick. A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn center fielder.
When Cade Ballou swings the bat, almost every time you expect the ball to go 450 feet. Like, he doesn't get cheated, and he puts a good swing on it.
Made the point last night with Andy. It sounds different coming off his bat every time. 1-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom 7 the pitch. High pop, out of play. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Folks scattered throughout the ballpark, bundled up. They've enjoyed a good game. It's a 1-run ball game in the 7th inning.
Well played game.
Yeah.
Not a ton of mistakes. Good pitching. Really good defense.
1-2 pitch to Ballou. Here it is. Fouled away again. The battle continues.
And Auburn's had good at-bats. You mentioned 1 strikeout. I mean, Auburn has done a good job of battling. Just have not been able to put string hits together.
Kind of a quiet 8-hit night. Were it not for some sparkling defensive plays, they'd have double-digit hits in this game easily. Credit North Alabama for that. The 1-2 pitch. Sailed. A breaking ball sailed on him. Missed way outside. It's 2-2. UNA got a couple of runs in the first inning. They got a leadoff single and a 2-run homer. It was 2-0, 2 batters into the game. But then Andreas Alvarez really settled in and impressed. Auburn got a run back in the bottom of the first. Pitch to Ballou. Fouls off the hands into the seats. Oh. It's hard to make a catch with gloved hands.
Yeah.
That
one's about as easy as you're going to get right there. But it is, it's really cold.
It's cold
too.
out, yeah.
I give them the benefit of the doubt. It's 45 degrees. Maybe.
2-2. You saying you would have caught it?
No, I'm saying it may be 45 degrees.
Oh, 2-2 pitch. Downstairs, counts full.
It's felt like Cade has been on this at-bat from the first pitch. I think he is dialed in right now. See if he can get something to drive.
A run in the 5th to tie it, a run in the 6th to take the lead for the Tigers. 3-2 our score. 3-2 pitch to Ballou. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Stogner wins the battle, and it was a battle.
It was almost like, hard to tell if that was a change. It was 86, or it was a little bit of a cut. Whatever it was, it dipped away. Had a little run
running away.
Had some run to it.
All right, 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Irish. Irish is grounded out to the pitcher. He is singled. He has walked. He has scored. Up to 4 for 16 for the season for Ike, who takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Irish waves the bat over the plate. Got that wide stance. 0-1. Fastball. He gave him the inside corner. 0-2.
And it looks a little different because Ike is so close to the plate that there's not much room. So it looks like it's inside, but Ike's is on the line.
You know, Ike being from Michigan, he doesn't consider this cold. You got to get below the 40s before it's cold. He's got no sleeves. Fouls it back to the net.
Yeah, this is kind of normal every day until
he's having fun.
Late spring.
Right. No, he's having fun. Everybody, I look over in the dugout. I don't see anybody else with only their jersey. Everybody else has sleeves under it. But Ike's out there. This is his playground. He had his shirt off after the game last night. 0-2 pitch to Irish on the way. It's low, 1-2. Auburn 3, North Alabama 2. The Tigers this weekend have Wright State coming to town for 3 afternoon games. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, looped foul left side over near the Tiger Terrace. And a few of the kids are out there scrambling for it. He's got no chance. He got too late of a break. And okay, good. Yeah. He thought better of it.
Yeah, you're going to stay on the concourse if you want to get that one the next time.
Yeah, I'm going to make it from the top row. Here's the 1-2 to Irish. Fastball downstairs, 2-2. Delgado held it there, an extra beat. Hey, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets, SeatGeek's the place to do it. SeatGeek's the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected, SeatGeek. Line drive, left field, down the line. Foul ball. Sliced foul by a couple of feet.
That's the swing that we saw Ike Irish kind of lean into middle of the year last year, and it really opened up the whole field for him. We saw it last night on the game winner. He starts to find that all fields again, and you're going to see him start to find more and more hits.
Defense is back. Shortstop on the edge of the outfield grass. Same for the second baseman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. High pop on the infield. Shortstop coming on. That's Jenkins. Is he going to call it off or will Lane call it? Lane calls it. The second baseman on the mound. On the edge of the dirt there on the mound. And Stogner works a 1-2-3 7th. Gets a couple of high pop outs and a strikeout. The Tigers go in order in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Still 3-2 Auburn.
War Eagle, this is Coach Bruce Pearl. If you want the latest on Auburn basketball and the SEC, keep it locked right here on Auburn Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 1067. The only place you can get 7 straight hours of local sports talk, starting with the Max Roundtable at 11 a.m. On the Line with Jacob Lawrence at 2, followed by The Drive with Bill Cameron and Dan Beck at 4. ESPN 1067.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the Orthopedic Clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
3-2, Auburn on top. Tigers need to get 6 more outs to get this win. It will not be easy. They'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here in the 8th. Sherwood, Jenkins, and then back to the top of the order, and Jonathan Lane. 3-2, Auburn leads it. Tigers have out hit the Lions 8-4. North Alabama has the game's only error. And Parker Carlson is back out there for his second inning of work. Carlson against Sherwood, righty-righty. Pitch, strike 1. Carlson worked a quick 7th.
Yeah, he's been able to get that strike at the top of the zone.
He only needed 8 pitches in the 7th inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. And he's out in front of the Lions right fielder. Here comes the crowd behind Carlson, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, carved him up on 3 pitches.
Got the breaking ball working, fastball at the top of the zone, but his slider is that wipeout pitch for him. And, you know, you think about guys in the past. I mean, he's one of those guys that when he has that pitch working, he's a guy that can finish this game, and we've seen him do it before.
Box him up. That's a hot dozen strikeouts for the Tigers tonight. Now here's Leighton Jenkins, the shortstop. He's 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. He shows bunt. He takes a strike, 0-1. Carlson is dealing right now. At Wright State Series this weekend, a 2:30 start Friday. 0-1, popped up, right side, foul. That'll get out of play. Yeah, McMurray gives it a look, but it's out of play. 2:30 Friday, noon Saturday, and then 1 o'clock on Sunday. Those are your start times.
Yeah, weather dictates all
in
of
the
this
40s
this weekend. Yes,
yeah.
It's going to be chilly, and trying to not only make it better for the fans, but for your arms, for your players. That cold weather's not great.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, 8th inning. Tigers up by 1, the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3, got him with a slider. Boy. So Carlson with his 3rd strikeout. He's retired all 5 that he has faced. You wanted 5 outs, you got him.
Yeah,
and try to get a 6th.
He may get 9 if
That's
he
true.
can do what he's doing now.
That's a good point. 14 pitches, 13 strikes for Parker Carlson. Here's the leadoff man, Lane. He swings and misses a fastball, 0-1.
And the thing, he doesn't throw many straight pitches. If he can find the strike zone like this, then it makes it really difficult because he can, he got a lot of movement on his ball.
0-1 on the way. Fly ball to center. Well struck, but Ballou has a beat on it now. Well, it was tailing away from him toward right center field, but Cade able to track it and make the catch, and it's a second straight 1-2-3 inning for Carlson and the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Auburn 3, North Alabama 2.
Did you know one of the most advanced screening and diagnostic imaging centers in the country is located right here in our community? Bridgeway Diagnostics is the first in the country to purchase GE low-dose 3D mammography and first in the entire region to bring you 3D breast ultrasound. First to bring you artificial intelligence software looking behind the radiologist to detect irregularities. Ask for Bridgeway for all of your screening and diagnostic needs. Find out more at 2bridgeway.com. That's the number 2, bridgeway.com.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill, served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6, and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 3-2 Auburn, and a new pitcher has entered the game for North Alabama. This is Justice Augusto, the right-hander out of Langhorne, Pennsylvania, and the University of New Orleans. 6'1", 190-pound redshirt junior right-hander. Augusto making his season debut. Been with the program now for 2 years. Last year, 11 appearances, all in relief. He was 0-1 with a 9.39 earned run average. 15 and a third innings in those 11 outings, 17 hits, 16 runs, all earned, 17 walks, 9 strikeouts. In his career with North Alabama, he's 2-7 with an earned run average of right at 9, 66 innings in 27 appearances. He started 9 games for them 2 years ago. So a 9-game starter in 23, everything out of the bullpen a season ago. 66 career innings, 78 hits allowed, 66 earned runs, 67 walks, 49 strikeouts. So about a walk an inning guy in Augusto for North Alabama. He will face McMurray, Fabian, and Freilich here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, Auburn has been pitching it really well. You'd like to have a run or two here to give you a little bit of insurance, a little bit of cushion where one swing of the bat doesn't harm you. And so can they get something going here early and see if they can tack on a couple of runs?
Immediately Lions go into the shift, and McMurray bunts it left side. A bunt to the left side for Cooper McMurray against the shift, and he's got a bunt single.
Hey, shift or no shift.
Yeah.
That's a pretty darn good bunt right
yes,
there.
It was. Love it. Love to see it off the inside or the just over the hands.
You know what? Veteran guy that says, you know what? Team.
Yeah.
That's a team
Need a
play
base
right
runner.
there. Need a base runner. Get
Yep.
something going right here. And, see if they decide to play a little small ball here.
Ferrigno even with the bag and well off the line at third, and the first pitch is way high to Fabian, 1-0. Fabian, an RBI single in the first inning. Since then, he's flied to right and grounded back to the pitcher. 1-0 pitch. Downstairs with a breaking ball, 2-0. McMurray dropped about 30 pounds. I guess we'll see him running here, though. Probably.
I wouldn't imagine that's still probably not on the, as people say, the bingo card.
Right. Pitch inside to Fabian, 3-0.
Here you go. Now, there, Fabian, veteran guy.
Mm-hmm.
Take a couple of pitches here to see if you can get first and second, and then you might open up maybe a bunt possibility.
The 3-0. Called strike inside corner.
This is one now. You can say, hey, give yourself a small zone.
Yeah.
If it's in that zone, take a hack. If not,
very selective.
Yep, you can hit with 2 strikes.
3-1 on the way to the Auburn shortstop. Here it is. Way upstairs, ball 4. 2 on, nobody out in the 8th. Tigers looking for insurance. And we remind you that Conecuh Sausage is the official sausage and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is a game day favorite. Always great on the grill. Pick up a pack or 2 at your local grocery store or visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama off I-65 at exit 96.
Pitcher held up his glove to the dugout. So I wonder if he's feeling something, a little twinge or something, but he kind of signaled to the dugout right there.
Yeah, coach is coming out to the mound. He's got the entire infield in. It's a two-way conversation right now. It's pitcher and coach.
It's really almost one way right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's moving, so it doesn't appear to be injury related.
All right.
Pretty interesting.
That could have been some strategy there. It could have been that Augusto was just wanting to come out and talk strategy with runners at first and second, nobody out.
Make sure we know what we're doing in case there's a bunt.
Right.
Bunt defense, all those things.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised the third baseman is still, I don't say behind the bag. He's moved up now, but he was a little deeper than I thought to begin with.
You got Freilich at the plate. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. He shows bunt. He fouls it back to the screen, 0-1.
Probably not a lot of those in his high school career in Peachtree City, Georgia, for the big power hitter. So this is it. A guy that, hey, really good eye, protects the plate. If you let him swing right here.
Yeah, it's if you maybe bunt and slash a little bit, there's a lot of room on the left side to do that.
Yeah, and the outfield's just so deep.
Right.
Anything through here.
Here comes the pitch. He bunts it to the pitcher.
Yeah, nobody covering third, so he's good.
Yep, goes to first, and Fralick does his job. How about McMurray and Fralick laying down bunts here in the bottom of the eighth
They did a
inning?
really good job. You're right there because the one thing you have to do is you got to make the third baseman come to the plate. And while he didn't field the ball, it was a good enough bunt that he was able to get him away from the third base bag.
That's right. So here's Eric Snow. Snow singled, scored a run in the sixth. That was the go-ahead run for the Tigers. It's Auburn 3, North Alabama 2. 2 in scoring position, and the infield is in now for North Alabama. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike one.
Snow's not a big guy. That's up in the zone breaking ball, but he's giving them the top of that.
Yeah.
But if you're Snow, you'll take that pitch again because that's something you can hit. This fly ball to the outfield right
Sure.
here. One run would be really big.
Here's the 0-1 from Augusto. Snow swings and drives it to right. Down the line, slicing, foul off the net. And now it's 0-2.
Yeah, now you got to put it in place somewhere and make them make a play.
He might look opposite field here.
And that's really been his comfort zone early in the season is using the right field and the right side.
With the infield drawn in, even a three-quarter swing, just kind of throw the bat out there.
If the bloop single right now might be a double.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, center field. It's down, base hit. Here comes McMurray. He scores. RBI single for Eric Snow, and there's a big insurance run. It's 4-2 Tigers.
Yeah, and the ball was hit so hard and such a line drive that Fabian had to hold.
Yep.
If that ball's down a little, he scores easily because the ball got away, but he had to stop at third because of the uncertainty there for just a moment.
Snow with a big time at bat. He's got hits in his last 2 trips to the plate here tonight. 6 hits on the season now for Snow and 3 runs driven in. And Auburn cashes in the leadoff bunt single by McMurray. First and second. 1 out for Bub Terrell. Bub could open it up a little bit here. First pitch inside. 1-0.
Snow's not a base stealer per se, but I wonder if you put something on right here just to try to stay out of a double play.
Try to put some pressure on them to react.
Yeah, and because Derek Fabian's a really good runner at third to see if you make them throw through, and if you can, then try to steal a run here.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah. Might hold off now and see if you can give Bub a chance to turn loose on one.
Runners at the corners with 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. A run in for Auburn. It's 4-2 the pitch. Ground ball left side. Diving stop by the shortstop Jenkins. The throw to first is in time. The run scores from third. Fabian scores to make it 5-2 Auburn.
And another incredible defensive play.
Sure.
And I thought this throw beat Bub just by a hair. Either way the run scores, he did his job there. But, man, another incredible defensive play by UNA.
I think Auburn's going to challenge this. They got nothing to lose by challenging this. Like you said, either way, Fabian comes home to score. And Snow is at second. The question is, are there 2 outs with just Snow at second? Or 1 out and runners at first and second? Replay reviews are presented by Jackson Services. Time to review your home's heating and cooling system. Choose Jackson Services, comfort you can count on. From quick repairs to energy-saving upgrades, Jackson Services keeps Alabama homes running smoothly year-round. Visit JacksonServicesCo.com. Jackson Services, an official carrier-authorized dealer. We will get another look at it shortly. Terrell with a ground ball into the hole at short. Just a tremendous play by Jenkins to keep that on the infield. And then a close throw. Now we get a look. Yeah, throw beat him.
By
Just
a quarter of a step.
Yep, by a toenail. So the umpires will take a look at this, and we believe they will uphold the call of out. But we'll see. Tigers have put 2 on the board here in the 8th inning.
You've done what you had to do. Yep. No matter what happens on that one, to get a couple of insurance runs in this bottom of the 8th was really important.
So the review continues. We'll remind you that this is a great time to sign up for War Eagle Plus. It's Auburn's streaming video and content platform for Auburn athletics. You get insiders' looks into student athletes and coaches on the Plains. You can check it out. There are a lot of free items there as well. Sign up, though, at wareagleplus.com. We have the flight series following men's basketball, special series following gymnastics and softball, and lots more going on at wareagleplus.com. This review continues. And Augusto is throwing pitches to stay warm on a chilly night. Here come the umpires. 2 of them go into the room adjacent to the dugout to take a look. Now they're out. Yeah, I think that's the right call. So the runner at first is out on another sparkling defensive play, but it's an RBI ground out for Terrell. He's driven in 2 runs tonight.
Yep, now we have a pitching change, 2 outs here after the review. Now we have a change with, and they go into the bullpen here.
All right, so it's a Peppertree pitching change for North Alabama. For a new level of taste, Tiger fans know it's got to be Peppertree. For the best wine selection and the finest cuts of meat, visit Peppertree in Auburn or Montgomery and online at steaksandwine.com. That's steaks, the letter N, wine.com. A Peppertree pitching change for North Alabama.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the Orthopedic Clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
On this Peppertree pitching change for North Alabama, they go to Josh Bowerman, Bowerman, Josh Bowerman. He's a righty out of Florence, Mars Hill Bible, a junior, 6'3", 240 pounds, 17 career appearances for the Lions, 10 last year, 13 and a third innings pitched, no record, and an 8.78 earned run average. In 13 and a third innings, gave up 13 runs on 13 hits. 10 walks, 8 strikeouts. 1-0 in his career. His first year with North Alabama was 1-0 with a 6.10 earned run average. Bowerman is making his season debut in this game. Final line on Augusto to this point. 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, no strikeouts. He threw 14 pitches. 8 of them for strikes. Bowerman becomes the 5th pitcher of the game for North Alabama. And he will face Chris Rembert. Rembert blasted a 405-foot homer to straightaway center field in the 5th inning. That tied the game at 2. Another freshman, Bub Terrell, doubled in a run in the 6th to give Auburn a lead. And then Snow and Terrell with RBIs here in the 8th. So freshmen or newcomers in general helping Auburn tie it up and then claim a 5-2 lead here in the 8th inning. So Bowerman will go to work against Rembert. Looking ahead, North Alabama has the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the ninth. 5 runs on 10 hits for Auburn, no errors. 2 runs on 4 hits and an error for North Alabama. And the pitch to Rembert. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch. 0-1. Rembert 1 for 3. The homer, he's also grounded to second and popped to second.
Josh Bowerman's got it. Multi-sport athlete at Mars Hill. I thought I remember the name. He had a big game, a state championship basketball game against Keldrick Falk and Jacala Falk and Highland Home. I think 14 points in a state championship game as Mars Hill beat Highland Home.
Pitch missed outside, 1-1 the count. Bowerman, big guy, powerful guy, 1-1, missed down and away. 2-1 the count. Snow, the runner at second. 2 already in here in the inning.
Rembert's another guy that's not afraid to use the opposite field, and there's a ton of room in right field with the right fielder so far deep, center fielder straight up. There's a lot of room on that side.
2-1 delivery. Breaking ball in there on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Young got the start, gave up a run on 3 hits in 4 innings. Tigers got to Scruggs for a couple of runs in 2 innings. 2-2 pitch to Rembert. Fouled off the end of the bat. Right side, kept the bat alive. Stogner an inning and a strikeout. No runs or hits allowed. And then Augusto 2 runs, 2 hits in 2/3 of an inning. Auburn pitching is a story again tonight. Alvarez, the freshman, with the start. 2-2 to Rembert. Upstairs, and the count's full. Alvarez gave up a single and a home run to the first 2 batters. Really dialed in, really impressive after that. And then the bullpen has done its part as well. Since those first 2 batters, North Alabama has no runs on 2 hits.
2 hits.
And we're in the bottom of the 8th. Payoff pitch to Rembert. Breaking ball, hit hard right at the shortstop. It's off his glove. Rounding third is Snow. He'll score. 6-2 Tigers. That ball was belted by Rembert.
And we've talked about it. You're due one of those as hard as you've hit the ball. They've made good plays. That ball was smashed, and trying to make a backhand play on that one, probably not going to be able to do that as hard as that ball was hit.
Absolutely scorched out to short. We'll see how they score that. It was hit right at him, but it was clobbered. It's 6-2 regardless, and here's Bristol Carter. Carter looking for a hit tonight. He's 0 for 4. The stretch and the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. 7th man to bat here in the 8th inning for Auburn. Went into the inning needing insurance runs or wanting insurance runs, and they got 3. 6-2 our score. The stretch. And Bowerman deals. Tried to check the swing, couldn't do it. Throw to first. Close play. They nearly threw in behind Rembert and got him off. Or got him leaning away from the bag. Pitch was a strike to Carter, who couldn't hold up on the swing. So he's in a hole now, 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. And the inning is over. But Auburn adds 3 insurance runs. Tigers do it on 3 hits. Okay, never mind. 2 hits. And 1 error. And 1 runner left on base. New score. Tigers need 3 outs to win it. Auburn leads North Alabama 6-2.
Home buying has never been simple. In today's economy, it's vital to work with an experienced lender who understands your needs. Auburn Bank's mortgage lending team is made up of local folks who can help you navigate the process, whether it's finding your dream home or making improvements to your existing
Check
home.
1-2, 1-2.
Stop by our new home in the Auburn Bank Center. We'll be glad to help. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com. Equal housing lender, MLS number 403461.
What's going on, everybody? Jacob Goins here, host of On the Line on ESPN 1067. It's the show that tells you like it is and holds nothing back, and you better believe that I mean it. We're talking about Auburn athletics plus the biggest sports topics in the country. Give me a call 2 to 4 p.m. each weekday to be on the line and tell me what you have to say about the hottest topics in sports. That's On the Line from 2 to 4 p.m. here on the Auburn Opelika Sports Leader, ESPN 1067.
This is Auburn Baseball on ESPN 1067. Auburn Opelika's sports leader.
Parker Carlson does go back out there for the ninth inning. A long break in between the eighth and the ninth because the Tigers put up 3 insurance runs in the bottom of the eighth inning. They now lead at 6-2. But Carlson has been dynamic. He has thrown 16 pitches through 2 innings, and 15 of the 16 have been strikes. We'll see if his rhythm has been affected at all by that long break. He'll have to deal with a tough part of the order, Rippon, Wade, and Walker for North Alabama. It is a cold night at the ballpark, but there is a big, hearty group of fans that are still here waiting to see the Tigers finish this off on a fun night on campus. Men's basketball against Arkansas in about an hour and 50 minutes. Here's Nash Rippon. First pitch to him, Steve Reich. Rippon homered in the first inning. Really belted one to right off of Alvarez. That gave UNA a 2-0 lead. And he hammers one here, just foul of first. Man alive. A screamer foul past first, and it's 0-2. Rippon has been aboard all 3 times after the homer in the first. He walked in the third, walked again in the sixth. Carlson ahead, 0-2. He's to the wind, he's to the plate. Little check swing. Rippon held up on a slider that bounced off the plate. Just the second pitch out of the strike zone in 19 thrown by Carlson tonight. The score holds. Graves would be the winner. Carlson would get the 3-inning save. Fastball low all the way to the backstop. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alex Wade on deck. Shift is on against Rippon. Carlson ready. He fires. Called strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball on the outside corner. Out number 1. 5th strikeout for Carlson in 2 1/3 innings. And here's Alex Wade. He's 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. He's gone down swinging in the first, the third, and the 6th. First pitch to him in the 9th, swung on and missed. Got him with a slider, 0-1. Tigers in action again Friday, 2:30 in the afternoon. Series opener against Wright State, 0-1. Strike down the middle, 0-2. Broadcast time at 2:15 Friday afternoon. Saturday's game starts at noon, and then Sunday is a 1 p.m. start. We're on the air 15 minutes before first pitch. 0-2, check swing slider, down and away. He did not go. Wade held up. A ball and 2 strikes. After the game, keep it here for the Regions Bank post-game show. Jason Caldwell down on the field. He'll talk things over with Butch Thompson and a player or two. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Wade fouls it off toward Donahue Drive. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 3 pitchers tonight for Auburn. That's been it to this point. Sometimes these midweek games, especially a Wednesday game after a Tuesday game, you might expect to see a few more. The 1-2, called strike 3. Caught Wade looking for something else. Got him with a breaking ball. That is the 15th strikeout for Auburn pitching tonight, and the 6th for Carlson in 2 2/3 innings. And the Tigers are an out away from their 4th win of the season in 5 games. They'll have to go through Wes Walker to get it. Walker is 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a fly out to right. Walker swings and belts it foul. He was early, hit it well, but foul, and it's 0-1. Alvarez, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Graves, an inning, a walk, and a strikeout. There's a ground ball into the shift. Second baseman Rembert, glove, short right field, goes to first for the out. Parker Carlson, 9 up, 9 down for the 3-inning save, and Auburn beats North Alabama here tonight by the final score of 6-2. Tigers pitching, again, a story as the bullpen combines to go 4 innings of no-hit baseball with 7 strikeouts to follow a fantastic outing by Alvarez, the freshman, making his Auburn debut. Tigers get the win, 6-2 your final score. Thanks for listening. Now stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is coming up next.